Hey there, and welcome back to Sonora and Scale Studios. In one of our recent videos, we unboxed this FMS FCX24 1/24th scale 2-speed rock crawler. So today we've got the FCX24 out in the park. We're going to put it up some rocks and see what it can do completely box stock. This is the way that it comes. This is what you can expect. Nothing's been tweaked, nothing's been changed. Couple stickers thrown on the side, and away we go. So what is the idea behind this design, behind this Power Wagon body? Well, according to the manufacturer, FMS, what we've got here is based off of the Mudmaster. It's a race that's held every June outside of New Orleans, Louisiana, and it originates going back quite a number of years to youth venturing out into a remote, kind of historic, allegedly cursed by the Queen of Voodoo, Mary Poppin forest. Very dense forest, very remote, hard to pass through, inaccessible for the most part, for all intents and purposes. But once Twitter became a thing, the internet became a thing, kids had been going out there all along, and it gained internet popularity. And as such, it has just evolved into a fully sanctioned race. And probably one of the best known participants for this race is William Butch. And he used a Power Wagon very similar to this. A lot of the trucks and rigs that are being used in a race like this, where it's a high mud environment going through dead forests and swamps, they're using tractor tires, and they're using a lot of agricultural equipment. So back to this truck. It's pretty good out of the box, guys, but it's not fantastic. There's some stuff it just can't climb that I feel like it should be able to, and I'm confident that it will be able to with some appropriate upgrades. For me personally, these tires, they're okay, especially for what they are. A herringbone style pattern, wide lug, agricultural style tire. They've got a great mud clean out, I'm sure, but I just don't do that much in mud, so I'm better suited with something better suited for rocks. I also think that this thing looks fantastic, but it obviously suffers a bit from some weight distribution. So I think the first upgrades for this are going to be wheels, tires, and a little bit of weight up front in the form of maybe some portal covers in brass. Got it here on the home crawler course as well. This is a much more controlled environment. It's on my front porch, and I can access it anytime. I can repeat the same lines again and again and again and again and again. And I will say that any one of the configurations of Axial SCX24 can make this climb right here. So the Axial wins in this obstacle. I say that we need to do some upgrades to this truck, revisit this obstacle, and see if it can get it done with just some minor tweaking. I think that it can. It's not to take away from this truck, though. I think its real strong point is definitely this 2-speed transmission. It's very smooth, and in low gear, for a box stock, for a micro crawler, for any size crawler for that matter, this thing will crawl really slow, really controlled, and it doesn't take an expert to achieve that. So I think it'll make a lot of people very happy in that regard. Another thing that I wanted to mention about this truck is in the box, it's got a real small baggie with some tiny O-rings in it. And come to find out, you can install them on the shocks and convert these over to an oil-filled shock. So we're going to do that as well. I think that's going to show a little bit of a performance boost as well, especially once we add a little bit of weight to the axles. I think it's going to give you a smoother body roll and just a little bit nicer overall ride. So all in all, this truck, I think so far it's 2 thumbs up. If anything changes, I will be sure to let you guys know. As I've said before, I really appreciate comments when they come in, because the sharing of knowledge is nearly invaluable. So keep that coming, guys, whether that experience is good or bad, because I'm sure both are out there. And there have been several users that have commented and said that in their experience they've had some quality or quality control concerns and even issues with some FMS products in the past. Now, Myself personally, I've not experienced any, but I can't discredit information that comes in, especially when it comes from more than one source. So just keep that in mind. I know that in the first iteration of this truck, it had some nylon gears, and I did pull the portals apart on mine and found that they are metal. So I'm happy to see that that upgrade has taken place at the factory. Now it's time to start doing some upgrades of our own and see if we can get this thing just a little bit more planted, because as far as its power delivery goes, super capable. Thanks for staying with us till the end, guys. Make sure to click one of the other videos that you see here. If you like RC content, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, click the bell before you leave, and we will catch you in the next one.